Hey guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and I literally just got back from Belgium. I've been there for the past week, and I was enjoying some drunk blitz with friends as well as some chess training. So honestly, really fun week. But yeah, I'm back. So I wanted to make a video for you guys, and this video was actually based on an online chess camp I attended last week. Sorry if you hear my washing machine, I'm drying some clothes. But yeah, basically, just before my trip to Belgium, I attended an online chess camp on the modern Benoni. It was run by Eunice Papinu. I've definitely pronounced that wrong, and I keep pronouncing it wrong, but I'll correct that someday. But basically, he was invited as a guest on the website Modern Chess. And if you haven't heard of Modern Chess, it is probably the best online website for chess training. Better than Argaard's Killer Chess Training, better than Ramesh's Pro Chess Training, better than maybe even Chess Mood in some regards. Like, I really think that the content they put out is really top notch, and for the price you pay for them, it's really good value. And these online camps have been absolutely fantastic. I've done one for the Benoni now and one for the Reti, so I can really vouch for it. But the really cool thing that the organizers, Grandmaster Petranaudov and Grandmaster Grigorev, they, at the end of every online camp, host a Q&A. Now, for this online camp, unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend the Q&A, but what I did was I sent an email with 5 questions of mine which I wanted answering from Grandmasters, and I really liked their responses to the questions, and I think you could enjoy the answers too. So let's get into their responses.
And one of the participants who was not able to attend the camp until the end because he was busy, he left some of his questions in the Q&A session, and I think that we can start with his questions. Okay, so the first one is how high should you set your goals as a chess player? As in, how do you know if your goals are realistic? Okay, difficult question.
Oh, this is a really difficult question, I think.
In my opinion, you shouldn't put your some limitations to yourself, and I think that you shouldn't believe that, for example, you have the ability to become only international master. You should enjoy the process when studying chess and playing chess, and try to realize your maximal potential. And you never know how much exactly is your potential, and this is my opinion.
Yeah, also about the question, how you know if your goals are not too high. Probably you should start, let's say, doing some small tasks and setting some smaller goals, and try to reach them one by one. Let's say earn 100 points more in online chess or in FIDE rating. And it's not realistic, I think, to have 1500 and to say I will be Grandmaster in 2 years. This is something which I see quite often in young players.
So let's continue with the second question of our participant. If I have unlimited time, what is the ideal amount of tournaments I should play during the year? Once a month or multiple tournaments back to back, then long breaks? Peter, what do you think?
I think it's better to play 2 tournaments in a row. Let's say 2 tournaments in a row, then you can probably even skip 1 month. It depends. Always in the summer there are more tournaments than in the winter, let's say.
For me, I have always preferred to play. For example, when I was very active, I was I prefer to play one tournament per month and to have more time for preparation. But also, there are very successful players who are playing almost all the time without too much preparation. They become just very good practitioners. And there is no universal recipe. Once again, you should understand what approach works for you.
Yeah, and there's no, there is no recipe for that, and you should see from your results. Let's say you can try both and see how it works better. But generally, you never know.
Another question. I have better results when I play in tournaments that are one round per day. Is there still a benefit in competing in weekend tournaments that have 2, sometimes 3 rounds a day?
In my opinion, 3 rounds is just very, very hard. I played in the Netherlands that way. The tournaments there are 6 rounds, so one round in Friday, 3 rounds in Saturday, and 2 rounds in Sunday. It's a classical chess, a classical time control, and it's just too much. It's from 9 o'clock to midnight, and those tournaments are not recognized by FIDE for FIDE rating if there are more than 2 rounds per day. So 3 rounds are too much, but I also prefer 1 round per day. But now the busy lifestyle which we all have, it's harder and harder to play, let's say 11 days, 11 rounds, or 9 days, 9 rounds. So many players prefer just for 4 or 5 days to finish 9-round tournament.
Yeah, I completely agree. What was the
depends on your age, I think, because if you are younger, it's just nothing.
What was the biggest setback in your chess career, and how did you recover from it? So, yeah.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, well, I have had many setbacks, and it's difficult to be precise when it comes to the biggest one. But actually, for me, it was very disappointing that in 2008 I was just about to become a grandmaster. I have already accomplished 2 GM norms, and then there was a tournament in Bucharest, Romania, where I needed to win in the last round against Grandmaster Ulivin and become a grandmaster. I was completely winning with a position where I have had on the clock 50 minutes against 1 minute for my opponent, pawn up, completely winning position. First of all, I made a blunder and it became a draw, and then I kept trying to win and I lost the game. This was a major defeat. That's why for some months I even didn't have the desire to play chess. But actually, as it happens with many chess players, slowly but surely you start enjoying the process of training again, and because you love the game, you start playing again, and then when you start playing again, you start achieving good results.
Yeah, for me it was probably, I don't know, I remember one bad tournament. It was my first Bulgarian Championship final, and it was 13 rounds. I remember that I start with 4 losses in a row, and after that everyone wants to beat you. And it's really hard when a close tournament is not going well for you. You're the victim there, and everyone is playing until the end against you. They think that they should beat you 100%, and it was really tough. I managed to draw, I don't know, 6-7 games, didn't win any game, and lost all.
Yeah.
How to overcome? I don't know, you just keep going.
So, do you have any tips on caring less about FIDE rating points? So, yeah, I have one tip. Just just look at the statistics nowadays and see how very strong players lose many points because of the enormous rating deflation, and you will see that FIDE rating points are not so significant anymore.
Yeah, that's true. In the open tournaments, in the lower level, there is a deflation of rating.
Yeah, for example, there are many young players with lower ratings. They play way above their rating. For example, a young player with a rating of 1700, he can have a true level of 2200. And such players cause enormous deflation in open tournaments. That's why ratings started dropping a lot in the last years.
No, the thing is that the initial rating was it started from 2000 or 1800, something like that, not so long ago, I think 10-15 years ago. And then it started from 1000, and one kid, when he is 7-8 years old, he plays some games and he is 1010, and then he is much stronger, but it's really hard to improve his rating. And then with 1100, he start beating 1300. Those 1300 start getting some points from 1500, and the pyramids goes on, and it's really not so easy anymore. Also with the computer, with a lot of resources, it become really harder to win games against some good amateur player, some good club player, which is very well prepared in the opening, especially with the white pieces. It's really a challenge to win a game against him for any grandmaster, I think. I see a lot of 2650, 2700 players making draw against 22, 2300. It's just normal now.
Yeah, it's not so easy to win points, and that's why for in open tournaments it's pretty natural to lose rating, and that's why you shouldn't care so much. You should just try to improve your chess. Okay, so I think that we have managed to answer these questions. If there are no more questions, we will end this camp. Okay, Peter, I see that there are no more questions, and if you want, we can end the Q&A session.
Yeah, it was a long day for everyone. So, guys, yeah, I hope that you enjoy the camp. It was the lectures were very interesting. You will get the PGN as soon as possible, probably 2 weeks. We'll try 2-3 weeks, and yeah, have a nice evening.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.